Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. So today I am going to discuss regarding the BLS passport renewal for the Indian passport application. In order to apply for a new passport or renew your Indian passport, you have to go to the BLS International website here, and under the passport services, you have to go to the new booklet or renewal. So once you click here, it will take you to this page which will mention about the information on how you need to submit your passport application and what requirements you need to fill out in order to send your passport for the renewal. Then the application fees are mentioned here under the application fees tab. So based upon your category, whichever category you fall under, you have to pay that fees if you're whether you're an adult or whether you're a minor, and if you're obtaining 36 pages or 60 pages passport. So based upon your requirement, you can pay the appropriate fees. So the modes of payments are also mentioned here. Like in person, you can do a debit card or cash payment there at the BLS center. Or if you're doing the postal application, then you have to create a demand draft in the name of BLS International Service Canada Incorporation. And make sure you need to include all the fees when you're creating the demand draft. But you're exempt from including the return courier fees from the demand draft if you are paying the courier pickup and drop off fees at the Purolator website. So then you don't have to pay it. But if you have paid it online, then you have to do you can include that fees from the demand draft. So the documents that you need to provide, the checklist is mentioned under the documents requirement tab. You can simply click here and it will generate a PDF. You can download that PDF and attach it as a first page in your online app in your application. So this is the checklist. This we will go through once we have done the step-by-step guide for submitting the application. Processing times are also mentioned here. It takes somewhere around 8 weeks. And so now the what we have to do in order to do the applications, you need to fill the online application. You can simply click here and it will take you to the Passport Seva website for the Indian Embassy. So now you can choose the country where you are located in. Here we are located in Canada, so I'll simply choose Canada. Then you can register here on this portal by clicking on the register link, and here you have to provide your given name, surname, create your login ID and password. And once you hit the register, it will send you an email to activate your account. So you can simply go through that process. I have already created my account. Once you have created your account and activated your account, you just come here to log in with your details. So let's go through the step-by-step process of how to fill the application form. So once you are landed on your the portal, once you're logged in, it will take you to the applicant's home. Here you have different options that you can apply for. So when we have to apply for the reissue of the passport, you can click here apply for the ordinary passport. It will start the application process. Now let's fill in the application process. Whether you're applying for the reissue of passport, simply choose reissue. If your passport is expiring, you need to choose this option. It is validity expired within 3 years or due to expire. If you're also making changes to the passport along with the renewal, you can also select here changes and then specify what you are changing in the passport. Then type of application you want to do, whether you want to do normal or tatkal, and type of the number of pages you want it in your passport. Then hit next. Now it will ask for the applicant details. Make sure to fill in the correct details here. So given name you have to provide as per your original passport. If you have surname in the passport, then you have to add that also. Given name is mandatory as per the Indian passport. Uh, Choose your gender. Have you ever been known by any other name? I'm choosing here no. Have you ever changed your name? So if you have changed your name after coming here in Canada and then you have got your name change certificate, you can simply select yes and provide your previous given name and surname. If no, if that doesn't fall, if you have not changed your name ever, you can simply say no. Then date of birth, you can provide your date of birth here. I'm just filling in some information here. Then place of birth as per your passport. Is your place of birth out of India? Yes or no? And then if it is no, then you have to select where you were born. I'm selecting Delhi here, and then you have to select your district, marital status. Are you citizen of an India by birth? Or did you get it by naturalization? Most of the cases we are citizen by birth. Then if you have in your PAN card or voter ID card available, then you can provide all these information. These two are not mandatory fields. Then employment type, whether you're a student, you can choose student here. If you are working, then you can choose appropriate option. I'm choosing here private employment. Then graduate and above is my education qualification I'm choosing. Is either of your parent, spouse, a government servant? You can answer yes or no based upon your case. Here I'm choosing no. Is the applicant eligible for non-ECR category? I'm choosing yes. These are, if you click here, these are the options that are available, and you have to tick yes if you fall under any of these circumstances in any of these categories. So, like all the persons are having the education qualification above, matriculation and above, have to choose yes. So, basically, normally most of the people will be falling under this category. So it is yes. Then Aadhaar card number you have to provide, and visible is distinguishing mark if you are going to specify any. I am not specifying any in this application. Aadhaar card number is the mandatory field that you need to provide here, and so make sure you provide it. Then agree to the terms and conditions and then hit next. Then it will take you to the family details information. Here you need to specify your parents' details. Make sure that these details are also as per your previous passport, whatever the name. And unless and until you are making changes to the particulars, if you're not doing that, then you have to make sure you are providing the same details here. If you are providing your spouse name, you can provide it here. If you are not providing your spouse name, then you can simply don't leave it blank and hit next. Presence of applicant is not mandatory at the Indian address. Next page is the address details page. So right now, since you are here in Canada, you need to, if you're in Canada, then you have to get your passport printed address as a Canadian address, and I would specify one of the other address as your Indian address. So here is your passport printable address out of India. You can select here yes. Please provide at least one Indian address for police verification. You can click OK here. Now, region or country where you are located right now is Canada. Then you have to provide whole address here. uh, Make sure you provide all the street name, correct street name, uh, village, town, city, zip code, state and country. So I'm filling in all the details here. Do not skip anything from here. Then you have to provide your number, email ID, then also provide your other address. Is your other address out of India? Select yes or no. Um, Here you're specifying your Indian address. You have to select the state. Then based upon the state, you have to select your district. Once you have selected your district, it will ask you about the police station here. Whichever police station you fall under your area, you have to select that one and then select the pin code. You can provide the mobile number if you have your Indian number still working. If it is not, then you can provide either of your parents' mobile number as well for the police verification purpose. Now here, since we have provided Canadian address, so they're asking, do you have the required documents in order for you to be eligible to get the Canadian address printed on your passport? So you can simply select yes. As a supporting document, you can provide your driver's license, which will have the Canadian address there. Make sure that address and the address mentioned here should be the same. Then emergency contact details, here you can provide your spouse name if you're married, or you can provide your relative's name or any friend's name. So make sure you provide both name and address in this, and include the whole complete address, including city, state, postal code, and the country. Otherwise, your application might get rejected also. Then the mobile number of that person you are providing the emergency contact details of, and then always provide the email also. Then hit next. Next page is the previous passport details. So whichever passport now you are holding, so you have to provide your passport number here. And then the place of issue where the passport was issued, date of issue, and date of expiry of the passport. The file number that is mentioned at the last page of your passport that you can choose here and enter it here. This is on the last page of the passport. Now, if you ever held your diplomatic passport, then you have to provide details. If not, then you can simply select here, never held diplomatic passport. And have you ever applied for passport or not, but not issued? If that situation applies to you, you can choose it, but here I'm using no. Then hit next. Now these are some of the security questions that will be asked. So these are the do you have any criminal proceedings or any warrants? So I'm hitting no here. And then convictions, any convictions if you had it any in the past, or have you been granted any other citizenship or renunciated or surrendered your passport? Then some deportation questions. So I'm answering no to all of these and then hitting next. Now this will take us to the passport preview details page. It will show us how your passport will look like and what are the details that will be printed on the passport. Make sure you check all the details here and that these details are matching and it should be accurate. Then hit next, click OK. And now here it will give you the summary of whatever information you have provided. Make sure to double check all the information that you have provided here and double check the addresses details, double check all the Aadhaar card number, your parents names. Everything should be accurate. Once you verify your information, you can simply click here I agree, enter the place where you are filling the application. Date is the automatically added here and then hit submit. Once you hit the submit button, it will generate an application for you. That application you can download it and take a print of it, and that application you have attached it as an online application at the BLS center, or you can do the postal application. So now going back to the checklist, like what are the documents that we need in order to apply for the renewal of the passport. So one is the online application form that that you will be filling in here. Then the Indian passport original and copy. So you have to provide both. Annexure E. So annexure E you can attach, you can get it from here. So if you click here annexure E, it will download a form. You have to fill in with the pen and then take a print out of it. It looks like this, and you just fill it and attach it in the along with the application. Then proof of your present Canadian and Indian address. So you need to provide the proof of your Canadian address. You can attach your driver's license, Indian address proof. You can also provide your Aadhaar card or if details are a copy, and provide all of these documents. Then status in Canada. Here you have to provide either your study permit, work permit, or your PR card based upon whatever status you are currently on. Then the fees, if you are including the demand draft, you can attach the demand draft here, and then the two pieces of photo IDs. Now, if there are any other changes that you're getting done in the passport, like if you're adding the spouse name, then you have to attach all additional documents based upon the requirement. You can tick the document that you are attaching. Like if you're attaching the marriage certificate, you have to tick it here. Then next is the details to be filled by the applicant. So these are the details: name of the applicant, ARN number. ARN number will be issued once you submit the application, online application, it will generate an ARN number. That number you have to add it here. PLS center is the center where you are filling in the application, and date, and then the signature. So this is the first page that you need to attach along with your application. So this is the step-by-step guide of how to get your Indian passport renewed, and I hope this information helps you, and please feel free to subscribe our channel for upcoming videos. Thank you.